grade 8 learners. I am Teacher Alin and I welcome you all to another fun-filled discussion. Before anything else, I invite you all to subscribe to Math Nation's channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we have new uploads. Before we begin our lesson, let's have a review first of what you have learned last time. Let's have the first question. What is abscissa? A. It is an x-coordinate. B. It is a y-coordinate. C. It divides the plane into 4 regions called quadrant. Or letter D. It is a point on the xy plane. You will be given 10 seconds to answer. Okay, time's up. If you answered letter A, you are correct. Very good. Let's have question number 2. Which best describes the point 5, -2? A. It is 2 units above the x-axis and 5 units to the left of the y-axis. B. It is 2 units above the x-axis and 5 units to the right of the y-axis. Letter C. It is 2 units below the x-axis and 5 units to the left of the y-axis. Or letter D. It is 2 units below the x-axis and 5 units to the right of the y-axis. You will be given 10 seconds. Time's up. If you answered letter D, you are absolutely correct. Very good. For items 3 to 4, refer to the situation below. Please write down the important figures. John Ray, who is the school office assistant, was given the task by the school principal to canvass for a tarpaulin printing for the opening of the classes. He knew that in printing ad, the charge of tarpaulin is 15 pesos per square foot and 150 pesos for layouting. Now for the third question, which of the following equations best represents the total cost y with x number of square feet including layouting fee? A. We have y is equal to 150x minus 15. B. We have y is equal to 150x plus 15. C. We have y is equal to 15x plus 150. Or letter D, we have y is equal to 15x minus 150. You were given 10 seconds. Okay, learners, time is up. If you answered letter C, you are correct. Very good. Now for the last question, the school principal told John Ray that the dimensions of the tarpaulin are 8 feet by 6 feet. How many square feet is the tarpaulin? How much should John Ray pay for the printing ad? Letter A, 48 square feet and John Ray must pay 720 pesos. Letter B, 48 square feet and he should pay 870 pesos. Letter C, 14 square feet and he should pay 210 pesos. And letter D, 14 square feet and he should pay 310 pesos. For this question, you will have 20 seconds to answer. We'll have 2 batches of 10 seconds. Your timer starts now. Okay, time is up. If you answered letter B, you are correct and it seems like you mastered your past lessons. Great job, my dear grade 8 learners! At this point, I want you to get your compendium of notes, your modules, your notebook, and pen for taking down notes. Today, we'll be talking about problems involving linear function. We are now on the week 5 of second quarter and you are tasked to solve problems involving linear function. There are certain steps in solving problems involving linear functions. The first step is you have to find the y variable or output. Please take note of it. The second step is find the x variable or input. The third step is you have to find the slope. The fourth step is you have to find the y-intercept. And the last step is you have to substitute all the given to the equation y is equal to mx plus b or f of x is equal to mx plus b. Let's solve! Our problem of the day is you are taking a taxi while on vacation. Your taxi service charges 100 pesos to pick your family up from your hotel and another 5 pesos per kilometer for the trip. How much will you pay if you traveled 120 kilometers? Applying what we have learned earlier, we have to follow the steps in solving this problem. The first step is we have to find the y variable or the output. In this problem, the y variable is the cost of the taxi ride. The next step is we have to find the x variable or the input. In this problem, the input is 120 kilometers or the number of kilometers you traveled. The third step in solving linear functions is we have to find the slope. The slope is usually represented by a letter m, and to easily locate it in the problem, we have to look for the words per or each. And in this problem, our m or our slope is 5 pesos. The next step is we have to find the y-intercept or the letter b. Usually, these are the numbers that are added or subtracted in our equation. In this problem, what do you think is our y-intercept? Very good. Our y-intercept or our letter B is 100 pesos. The last and final step is we have to substitute all of the values to our given equation, which is y is equal to mx plus b. A while ago, we have identified that our y is the y variable. It is the unknown. How much will you pay? And m is the slope, which is 5 pesos. X is your x variable, which is 120 kilometers or the distance you have traveled. And your letter B or the y-intercept is 100 pesos. Alright, substituting the values, you'll have y is equal to 5 multiplied by 120 plus 100. 5 multiplied by 120 now, you'll get 600 plus 100, you'll have 700 pesos. That means you have to pay 700 pesos to the driver. And that's how you solve for problems involving linear function. First, we have to find the y variable. Second, we have to find the x variable. Third, we have to find the slope. Fourth, you have to find the y-intercept. And the last step is you have to substitute the values to the equation y is equal to mx plus b. And that's it, my dear grade 8 learners. Hope you learned something today. If you have questions or clarifications, you may reach your teachers in your group chats. And that ends our lesson for today. Again, this is your teacher Alin, and don't forget that math is fun. Let's do it.